Hello, Amanda Claus here, and I have for you today a really awesome fun tag that myself and some other Australian YouTubers thought would be fun to do at Christmas time. This is introducing the Aussie Christmas Tag. Woohoo! So I should start with my normal hello my angels and devils and all who may wander here. And then let's get on with the tag. There are some really awesome YouTubers in this. I will have a playlist linked to this and their video links in the information box, because there is Miri Bluebird, Miri Bluebeard. There is Nina Marjinac, Courtney's Grotto, Courtney Jane from Courtney's Grotto. There is Beth Boulevard. Oh, I'm probably forgetting some people. Mesmeraki. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. I'm so sorry if I haven't listed you. I didn't look. I mean, I can actually. I'm so silly. I have the information right here. Actually, that is it. Miri, Nina, Beth, Mez. Yep, and me. So there's 6 of us. Hopefully, it will grow from there. Anyway. Back to the questions. Da, 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 da. The first question is, what is your favourite part about Christmas in Australia? As much as I would love to see real life snow, I cannot imagine, especially with the arthritis and stuff in my hips and pretty much all my joints and other things that I deal with, I cannot imagine having to do that in the cold snow. So I'm kind of grateful we get a warm Christmas, although Australia seems to have 2 Christmas modes. Hot as Hades or bucketing down rain. They are our 2 Christmas options usually. It's not mild, it's usually just bucketing down rain or hot as heck. But you kind of get used to it. Do you have any Christmas traditions? Watching carols? If yes, what are they, is the rest of the question. Not so much these days. I grew up where we would go and have breakfast across the road and it'd always be ham and tomato on toast. You know, I don't really have traditions as a grown-up. I think mostly because I don't have kids and I don't have to worry about other people, which sounds so selfish. I live alone, so I do try and get some nice little snacks and spend Christmas Eve just chilling out with some snacks, watching carols, and sort of just finishing up whatever I've got to do. So it's usually making stuff for my sisters. So yeah, that's my sort of tradition, is just getting things sort of finished and ready for the big day. What is your Christmas feast made up of? For me, growing up, and even now with my sister, even though we didn't grow up together, we do have the same sort of traditional sort of feast thing, which is usually potato salad, coleslaw, regular salad, ham, barbecue chicken, which in America I believe you call rotisserie chicken. For me, it's always been barbecue chook. I usually make dessert, so it might be the once a year I make cheesecake. I usually make caramel tarts because that is my sister's favourite. This year I've got to try and remember how I made peppermint mousse because that's one of my niece's favourites. And I usually do mum's German potato salad. So it just depends. It's pretty much salads, and it can change from year to year. I've tried making a crunchy noodle salad. I'm the one who usually likes to mix it up. Sometimes there are prawns, and if there are prawns and they're not peeled, I'm the one that has to peel them because I'm the only one in my family that doesn't stress about that, which is kind of funny. So it really just depends. Yeah, growing up as a kid, we always had the same sort of thing, and occasionally we had a Christmas where it was seafood, which was usually my favourite kind of Christmas. What are some ways Australian Christmas is different to Christmas elsewhere? 1, it is hot. It makes making things like chocolates and stuff a lot harder at times because things melt and stay melted, or just it can be a little temperamental when you're cooking at this time of year rather than the usual, you know, if it's a cooler climate, you don't have to worry about things melting, you don't have to worry about other things. So how else? It's usually the weather, and not everybody eats salads and stuff. Like, some people do the traditional Christmas dinner, and they do cook a roast or whatever. I can't imagine, just cannot imagine doing that on Christmas Day. That is just crazy to me. But a lot of people, it just depends on your traditions and where you're from. I love that it's a cultural melting pot. Like, there are just, yeah, like, you could ultimately do anything you wanted here for Christmas because we have such variety. We are so blessed in that even supermarkets have such a variety of food now that you could easily mix up and do a Chinese food Christmas or an Indian feast. You can do all sorts of things, and I really love that kind of multicultural aspect. Not that I get to do that. We have our sort of standard what we do, but that is just a really fun thing to think about and to know that we have those options. How else does it differ? I don't know. Like, I think we do a lot of the same sort of decorating. People do the lights and stuff, light displays and stuff in some areas, and you can drive around and see them. Not that I get to do that because I don't drive. But yeah, it's pretty much similar but different. It may also vary, like decorations and stuff. We don't really do mistletoe here. What is one gift you are hoping Santa will bring you this year? A better year. This year has been really, really hard for me. I feel like things just keep getting harder rather than easier. I would love a year where things just fell into place for a change, and things like CSP and maybe being able to move somewhere a bit bigger and still in my budget, and, you know, have more space for my craft supplies, have that all sorted, that kind of stuff. Just things that I'm still chipping away at, really. That would be the best gift for me. What is your favourite non-traditional food that you only have or make this time of year? Caramel tarts. Caramel tarts or cheesecake. I tend not to make cheesecake much during the year. Actually, I try to avoid making a lot of things like that unless I'm doing a video for it. But caramel tarts is the one thing I always make for Christmas because they are my sister's favourite. We actually, most of us love them, except for one of my nieces isn't a fan of caramel tarts. But yeah, caramel tarts. The kind where you do the, I usually do it in the slow cooker, but I don't have a slow cooker this year, so I'm going to have to do it in a saucepan, which is kind of freaking me out. I usually just throw the caramel on its side in a slow cooker, and you fill up the 3/4 of the water away and leave it for a few hours, and then you've got caramel, condensed milk, yes. And you do the butter snap biscuits and chocolate on the top. That is, I haven't actually made it traditional. Like, she loves caramel slice too, but that's just the one I do for Christmas, and I usually make those on Christmas Eve. Watch carols, sing along to carols. Oh, that's that is my tradition, is that I watch a Muppet Christmas Carol every Christmas. Here goes Mr. Humbug, there goes Mr. Grimm. That is my Christmas movie. I love Christmas movies. Oh, and I binge watch Christmas movies. They're my traditions. What makes Christmas special for me? The people I spend it with. Getting to send happy mail to people I really care about. I have cut back on doing cards. Like, I haven't made, you won't see a video on me making Christmas cards this year. Or you might, because I did have an idea with one of the washi tapes, but honestly, I don't do Christmas cards anymore, just because I found I was stressing myself out, and I would spend nearly $100 just sending out Christmas cards, which is crazy by the time you add in overseas people and Australia. It just added up to so much, and I just got to a point where I was like, I just can't afford to keep doing that at the moment. So I like now just being able to send happy mail to a few people and to make it that little bit extra special. What makes Christmas special for me is always the people. It is. There's a magic in Christmas. Like, Robin sings it in A Muppet Christmas Carol. There's a magic, and I had the tune in my head and I've just lost it. What is my favourite Christmas food? Traditional or non-traditional? See, I love ham. I love barbecue chicken. I like most Christmas food. I'm not a big fan of fruitcake or Christmas pudding, but we don't really do that. Like, my sister loves fruit, is the only one that really likes fruitcake in our family. So I don't really do traditional Christmas food. I don't mind a mince pie, but I'm not hugely attached to any Christmas food, which is kind of weird. Oh, I do love a good roast dinner though. What do I love about Christmas in Australia? I love that it is very laid back, that it's a lot more chill for me. I know not everybody, a lot of people have a lot of family around and they have so many things to do, but for me personally, it's a very chill out, just relax, just hang out with my family, play games with my nieces, open presents. It's nothing major. Like, for me, I don't get up and open presents on Christmas morning because there's nothing here, and I don't even have a tree this year. I will do a video on what I have instead of a tree because I kind of love it so much. I made it a couple of years ago, last year. I made it for last year because I didn't have room for a tree. I don't have room for a tree again this year. I might by next year, by the time this place is sorted, but at the moment there just isn't anywhere to put it where I won't knock it flying with my big butt. That's just the honest truth. But I really love that it's laid back, it's chilled out, and, you know, it's just like barbecue or whatever. Like, you just chill and you have fun with your family. I am so excited to bring you this tag. I hope that if you're an Aussie watching this and you make videos, tag yourself and do the Aussie Christmas tag. I will also leave the questions below along with the links to the other 5 people in this tag because they are amazing and their channels are well worth checking out. As always, remember, you are amazing, you are incredible, but most importantly of all, you truly do matter. Thanks everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!